Let's try. Perfect. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this evening's training. Yeah, let's see where it leads. I don't have the chat open yet, but I will open the chat at a certain stage. If there are any questions, can you just like unmute yourself and we go for it, or otherwise I'll address the questions afterwards. So for those who are new to the group, my name is Alandra Coleman. I'm a LifeWave brand partner. I was introduced by Oliver Grimley in March 20 of this year. It's been absolutely incredible. I know that this is an exciting topic that everybody wants to know a little bit more about. And since I have been involved in social media and marketing for close on 20 years, I thought I'll just share some very basic tips with you. I just want to see if I can put it in slide view, slideshow. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, can you see the screen better now? But I can't see my slides. Okay, there we go. All right. So we are here to talk about social media this evening, and this is some of the sort of things that I'm going to be taking you through. Of course, all the very basics, growing your business, why it is so important to show up online. And I would like to let you know that for many years, I have helped a very specific niche of people who are, because social media can be scary. So that's what I specialize in. I specialize in helping people show up on social media. So I'm very much a guide for that. So perfect that I'm doing this for you this evening. So I'll take you through some very simple guidance. But before I do, I'm not sure if anyone managed to catch Dr. Stacy's Business Connect training on Wednesday last week. She went through social media quite comprehensively, and it was absolutely amazing. So I would like to remind everyone that there are compliance guidelines. I'm aware of this because compliance contacted me. And so I had to, I'm used to social media. I'm used to connecting with people. I was running a little wild there. And yeah, they had to remind me about claims about diabetes and so forth. I completely understand it because LifeWave is, consistently evolving. There's a lot of the old information out there that we can't just go and post on social media. If we want to protect LifeWave, we have to do our very best to be mindful of the stuff that we share on social media. And it's not just protecting LifeWave, it's protecting our businesses. So it's important to do that. If you're looking for the LifeWave compliance, simply log into your back office, go to the resources section, and under marketing tools, there is so much information there, including the compliance documents. Okay. So why social media? By the way, can you spot the patch? There's my patch. Just because I have polka dots on and I caught myself there. Okay, so why social media? Many people, as you can see, 4.7 billion users on social media. The landscape of the world has become digital marketing. There's a lot about AI at the moment, a lot of different perspectives. Yeah, and actually I'll be doing a workshop on that sometime soon as well. But why? Because it's free, it's accessible, there's a vast amount of people on there. And one thing I would like you to remember about social media and LifeWave, this is a relationship business. This is network marketing. It's a little bit different to other businesses on social media. And the one thing you have to remember is that people buy from people. So you want to be connecting with your audience authentically and then building a relationship off social media. Okay. All right, so I thought this is a lovely visual. By the way, I barely watch sport. This is just a stock image, so I don't endorse any teams here. But I wanted to show you so that your mind can understand and map what you're dealing with when you are dealing with social media. Okay, so let's put it like this. Let me give you a scenario. Let's say there's a series of football matches, okay, or any matches at this vast stadium of people. There's one security guard, and you are going to go to all 10 of those matches, if there's 10 matches. And the security guard is seeing every single person coming into that stadium, okay, or arena, whatever it is. Do you think that the security guard is going to remember you? Even if you went there 10 times in a row, how is the security guard going to remember you? How is the person opposite the stadium even going to recognize you? They can barely see you. The stadium is so vast. This is what social media is like. You have to train the algorithm. If the algorithm can't see you, the algorithm can't hear you or understand you, you are in a sea of people like this and will never, ever be seen. This is why it's your own creativity and your own authenticity that will allow you to train the algorithm and be seen. Now, this is not just for you. Imagine those people looking for you. How are they going to find you in this stadium if you're not on the field and you're part of the audience? They will never find you. They will never, ever see you. So now the brain is mapped what we're dealing with on social media. So let's go back to this. Social media has come a very long way. But social media is about connection. It's always about connection. There's a difference, though, between personal social media and business social media. Okay? So, we're in the relational business where we need to try and bring the two together. This now becomes a little bit more about strategy as opposed to just being fair, just being casual, letting our family see what we're getting up to, letting our friends see what we're getting up to. Now, in the mix, guys, can you see the whole slide? Or do I need to move it? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's fine, Alandra.
okay. So, there's no real strategy in personal social media. You're just posting what you want to post so your family and friends can see what you're up to. If you want to reach people outside of your network, you need to come in with a bit of a strategy because business social media is strategic. It's about solving problems, creating curiosity, and connecting with your audience. So this is where we need to bring the blend of the two together. All right, but now where do we start with this? Okay, so we need to begin by mindfully training our own personal algorithm. Now, you must remember every person out there, they are constantly training an algorithm. Okay? So, this is what you need to keep in mind from them as well as yourself. But it starts with you. Now, for those of you who don't follow a sort of aware mindfulness sort of life, There's nothing wrong with that. But as you know, we mostly perceive things as we are. That's how people come into resonance with us. So most of the time when we're on social media, it's our downtime. We just have time in between things. We're just scrolling blindly, liking, ha ha ha, this, and that. This is where you need to become more mindful now, because you need to start training your social media for the personal and business that you're bringing together as one. Okay? So nobody's saying don't see things through emotion. That's perfectly okay. We're human beings. We can only just ever be human. But what I'm saying is be mindful, because when you start sharing content, you're not going to see the content you want to share if you don't train your algorithm. The algorithm only knows what you feed the algorithm. So it knows what you like, it knows your beliefs, it already knows what you're thinking. Why? Because every business page or personal page that you engage with is saying to the algorithm, ah, they're interested in this, let me show them more of this. If you go and put a comment, they say, oh, this is what she thought about that. See, they know what you're thinking already. And if you spend a lot of time watching a certain genre of videos, the algorithm knows exactly what you want to see. And it's really important because your content needs to be creative and engaging enough to stop people when they're scrolling. So you're going to be training your algorithm now. The next time you're on social media, be mindful of what you're watching, if it's something, scroll through fast. Engage with posts, and let me make an example of this. And it's going to make more sense when I get to content banking and content pillars. Okay. Let's just say, for instance, somebody gives insights on diabetes. Okay. I like Dr. Zach. I like many different people. They're experts in that field. I'm going to spend time watching their info. And then I'm most likely going to share that info. And I'm going to engage with that post. So I know the algorithm is going to show me a lot of that expert's posts. So for instance, let's use Renita as an example. Okay. If you follow Renita, you like her posts, you engage with her posts, you're going to see a lot more of Renita in your feed. So that's how it works. Okay. So just be mindful the next time you are scrolling through social media, because you want to be training your algorithm. Okay. I've already discussed this about the follow, like, and share. Oh, sorry guys, it's just going really warm because I closed my door. Just take this jersey off. Okay, so become more aware of when you're scrolling, reacting, engaging. Because this is a LifeWave business, it's really great to follow SPDs, to follow the corporate page, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about this, and follow people who talk about frequency, who talk about energy, who talk about light, who talk about different conditions. And I'm going to explain this when we get further on. Okay. But first, let's talk about which social media networks you should be posting on. This is how it works. It always has to be in resonance with you, because you're never going to start if you don't feel comfortable starting. You might be an avid TikTok viewer, but you might be only comfortable posting on Facebook. Okay? So if you're only comfortable posting on Facebook, that's the social network you want to start with. And that's the social network you want to master before you go anywhere else. Okay? So wherever you are, start with that network. But let's just have a look at the networks anyway. Okay? So Facebook is great for communities and connections. Facebook also has a much larger genre of people my age, or like what do they call them? I never know. Millennials, Gen Zs, baby boomers, that sort of thing. So it always has an audience that's a little bit older. And that's okay because those are most likely the people with money who are willing to invest, who've been through their lives, make discerning decisions, and know what they want and what they want to engage with. So Facebook is a nice platform to start with. Okay. Now, Instagram is, let me just put it like this. For any social network, this is your greatest asset, your phone. Video is king. People are always going to see and engage with video more than they do with still posts, with images of you. That's why TikTok blew up so fast, because of its design. And the video, depending on how you put the video out there, is more likely to stop the scroll unless it's a before and after image. Then you want to be doing still images. But all the algorithms want you posting from your phone. Even though I'm going to give you a little tool later that you can use for certain things, this is your key, your phone. So I'm not going to talk too much about the other networks. Now, remember the stadium that I showed you? Okay. Remember the security guard. You need to make the security guard know who you are. You need to make as many people in that audience know you, trust you, like you. So you need content that connects. Okay? There's 3 different pillars of content. I've structured them in an easy way for you to understand it here. So, knowing is all about you. Okay? Now, you can tie knowing into the patches. Before this meeting, I put a still image of myself on, show the patch. I said, spot the patch. I'm super excited, or I'm super stoked to be doing social media training this evening. That still ties into LifeWave, even though I haven't called LifeWave to action. And it's building a little bit of a connection with my audience. Okay. So knowing is all about you. It's your interest. And I want to spend a little bit of time on this because I think practical examples are important. And Nancy, I hope you don't mind, but I can see your face and I know that you and Fred do concerts and are like really well-known top, pianists. So I'll use an example here, and I'll use an example of a few of us in our team. So let's just say Nancy was wanting to post content so that people can begin to know her. Okay. Nancy could put a patch on her wrist, or somewhere here, and she could have her camera angled. There you go. Camera angled at the piano. She doesn't have to show her face. And she can play a little piece of music that's well known, like really well known, whether it's like Bach or Chopin or something that people know. And she could have just a little reel of that. Okay? Her face isn't even being seen, but the patch is. And then we work on the messaging for that. And we're going to get to the messaging. I'd like to use, like, we are going to get to lifestyle. When we get to lifestyle, I'd like to give you an example of perhaps Oliver or Dimitri, okay? So Oliver travels a lot. So things that Oliver could perhaps do is take a photo of himself hiking up a mountain, standing by an iconic building, Um, and with this becoming, people getting to know you and your lifestyle, you have to reference it somehow. Okay. There's no sense in me telling you, showing you a LifeWave package and saying, LifeWave. But I don't tell you what to do with LifeWave. I don't tell you what LifeWave's all about. So if Nancy just put a video of herself playing piano, but never referenced it to the patches, people will think it's about the music. Okay? So you gotta have messaging in what you share. And we'll get to the messaging. I know we have like energy healers and kinesiologists in our audience. There's so many ways that each person can get people to know them without calling an action to the patch, but mentioning the patch and making the patch visible. I hope this is making sense. Okay, so let's go to trust. This is where you're starting to teach people about LifeWave. You're educating them. Now, you can find articles on things. Let me just show you this. How do I come out of that? Okay. I think this might be an important exercise for me to show you all. Okay. So this is my personal Facebook group. I post very different things in my personal Facebook group as I do on my public personal page. So from time to time, I try to educate people. Okay, here's another thing. If I just posted this of Zarina and I never told you anything about it, in other words, if I never gave you any copy to help you reference it, nobody's going to give us stuff. So what? What's X39? Some trendy thing that rich elite athletes are using. But yeah, I said, is Zarina really?
Alandra,
Yeah.
we can't see your screen.
Oh no. Why is the screen paused? Okay, let me just try that again. Thanks for letting me know. Oh,
I can still see the screen. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I can see the screen.
I can see it.
can you see my screen now?
Yes, now we can.
We can, but not
okay.
your face. There we go. There we go. See it
Okay,
now.
all right. Okay, guys, so this is, let's just go back to this. If I just posted this of Zarina, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. It's never going to feed my business. People are not going to know what it is. They're not going to know that I'm a brand partner for X39. That's why I'm showing them this. They're just going to think, oh, some elite athlete is using some expensive product again. Whatever. You've got to reference it and follow it up with a little bit of messaging and perhaps a call to action. Now, the call to actions, you have to weigh. We'll get there. My audience here is already familiar with me. So I didn't have to say too much about it, but obviously there's been some controversy. I know that people were like, are elite athletes actually using X39? So I said, is Zarina really using X39? I investigated and I shared the actual TikTok video of her. So they can go to her page and see for themselves. But then this can go one of two ways. But she's such an elite athlete, they can never turn to her. She's not going to sell it to them. She probably has someone else checking her DMs. So in that case, they're going to come back to me and I've said, WhatsApp me if you want to get started on X39 too. Now, excuse me. You got to be careful with this. You got to be careful with what you are sharing and from whom you are sharing. Okay? But we're going to get to that when I do the content pillars as well. I want to stick to this example. So this is another thing that I'd like to make you guys mindful of in terms of compliance. Be wary of being too quick on the dial to share testimonies that are coming through our testimony group. There's stuff in Europe called GDPR, which is data protection rights. There's, I think, there's a certain act in South Africa that protects people as well. And so you need to be a little bit mindful of sharing people's faces, okay? If you're going to share people's faces, make sure that it's directly from them, from the source itself. This is important because I know the UK, for instance, has become really stringent. People are going to jail for social media. Okay, we've reached that stage because laws needed to be introduced to protect people's rights. Now, I don't want to make you fearful of this. All I'm saying is be mindful of what you're sharing to protect your business and the LifeWave business. Now, I share faces in my private Facebook group. And even then, I'm wary of the faces I share. So I thought this was an amazing one to share. No faces involved. This is me. I can share that. Oh, by the way, we can talk about, if you attended Dr. Stacy's Business Connect last week, they had told us that they will be having Black Friday deals and that we can create some hype around that in the meantime until Black Friday when the deals will be launched to us and we can utilize those Black Friday deals to build business. Okay, so I started creating some hype around this. Okay, have you ever been on the fence about getting started? Our Black Friday deals are the perfect opportunity to jump in and make it happen. Okay. This, oh, I don't know what that was. Oh, Jason Fowler. Jason Fowler's Iron Man. This video is in your back office. And if it's in your back office, then you can share it. Okay? Because LifeWave has pretty much given you the authority to. And so this is what I want to get back to you about sharing, educating. Okay? I've taught a lot in here about electrolytes. Yeah, I'm talking about, do you know what GHKC is and why it's important for your body? So this is part of my middle pillar where I'm educating now. So I'm telling them what GHKC is, but without tying it directly into LifeWave. So this is where you start educating, and you can educate in many different ways. This was just me talking about my diabetes. See, I shared this video here directly from YouTube because then I'm protected. There is a source. So if they click on YouTube, the traffic's going to them. They are the source. They would have no problem with me sharing it. Okay. I'm telling people, yeah, I have someone say 439 USD on an order. Speak to me for best prices, that sort of thing. So this is another video that's in our back office. You can share this with these videos. Okay. I'm getting people to know me, the new people here. My objective is to help you so that we can get well together. You know, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. So I just wanted to show you, I'm teaching them about what AHKCU is. So that's all part of the education. Okay, so I'm going to flip my screen back to the presentation. Okay, so that's the education part. And then they begin to like you. And so it's really important to balance your content. You don't want to be a salesy Sally who's just buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. People are not going to stay engaged. They're not going to follow you. They're not going to be interested in absolutely anything that you do. See, you got to create curiosity. Like they say, focus on sharing, not selling. Avoid buy this, join my team. You can say things like DM me, message me, because the idea is for them to connect with you off social media so that you can take them through the LifeWave journey. So now they've reached out, they say, oh, wow, I'd really like to know more about what you shared there about the LifeWave patches. That's when your 3-step principle kicks in, where you share that this is it, you tell them a little bit about the product, and you bring them to a meeting. Let the upline do the work. We're going to get there, okay? And just going back to curiosity, let me see if I can share this in slideshow again. Okay, let's just carry on. So you want to say, like, this patch helped me feel more energized, and I'm just loving how simple this business is. I've never been involved in network marketing before, but wow, this is like completely just opened my eyes to a whole new blah, 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 blah. Create value and curiosity so that people want to DM you, contact you, WhatsApp you, email you, so you can take them through the journey. Okay? I'm mindful of time, and there's so much I can share with you guys on this. This is just really the basics. Okay? So, as always, the do's and don'ts. Be authentic. People connect with real people with imperfect stories. Okay? Show up consistently. You gotta show up. Remember that stadium? If you don't have consistency and you're not posting 3 to 5 times a week, the algorithm has forgotten about you. Imagine the algorithm needing to see you, one person in 4.7 billion. This is why you have to post consistently. You don't want to spam your audience with sales posts. You don't want to compare yourself to other people. This is you. This is your unique journey. And remember this when it comes to perfectionism and overthinking. Done is better than nothing. Just a moment. I think I'm speaking extra loud here because I got a lot of noise outside. So my throat's taking a bit of strain. I want to tell you something about this overthinking. Have you ever noticed a trending post on social media? Have you noticed what most of the time crappy design it is? It's not Nike. It's not Mercedes-Benz. It's not iPhone. People buy into that for culture. It's these motivational posts with the stick man that trend. So if you're worried about being perfect, let me tell you, it's not perfection that's selling. It's you. It's your energy that's selling. Okay? Remember that the next time you feel like you don't want to put something on social media. So, back to the calling to action. When you are actually selling, remember the 3 content pillars, okay? One of those content pillars is like a sales pillar. This is now where you got to force people to get in touch with you. So don't be afraid to call to action. DM me, message me, comment info, comment frequency, comment light, something like that. Remember, your objective is to get them off social media onto your WhatsApp so you can phone them and take them through the relational customer journey. Okay? Now, I do want to show y'all some tools, but I don't want to confuse y'all. Okay, so let's go to consistency first. Just a reminder about consistency. 3 to 5 times a week is a good place to start. Choose the channel that you're on most. Now, this is where I want to talk to you about content banking and going back to your key here. Okay. You're not always going to be in the mood. You are definitely not. We have days when we're off and days when we're on. So this is what you do. On the good days, take videos. Take as many videos as you can. You're walking in the park. You can either show your face or not show your face. Preferably, you want to show your face and you want to show where the patch is. Let's just say I was walking along the beachfront now. I'll do a little video. I'll make sure my patch is, my patch is there. And I'll talk about something that happened during the day. But thank goodness for these patches for just, increasing my energy, So we call this content banking. On your good days, You have to do as much as you can. Let's say somebody's having a birthday party or you're at some event, whether it's a business networking event and a lot of people who come to our in-person presentations have seen this from me. I'm not necessarily live. What I'm doing is content banking because when I'm ready to schedule, I've got, my phone is so full of videos and still images. Wherever I am, I just pick up my phone. If I'm not feeling in the mood, I can go back to any of those things and post them on the day in real time if I didn't get to schedule them. Okay? So it's important to content bank. If you're swimming, if you're sun tanning, if you're on the way to the store, try and get a photo of you in the water with the patch on. Just like, or something stupid. It's not stupid, but show your authentic energy in that. Had an amazing 10K walk today. Thank goodness for these patches. That was one of my first reels, was getting my energy back like that. Okay. Before I go show you all the other stuff, I want to talk about the 80-20 rule. Because I keep saying to you, this is relationship marketing. So, what's the purpose of social media here? Purpose of social media is the 80%. It's all those people you can't get to when you don't get time to socialize, go out, You're creating inspiration and curiosity. You're educating people and in some way entertaining them. That then converts to you bringing them offline onto your WhatsApp so that you can give them a call, get in touch with them, send them this as a team, arrange the meeting, and either invite them to a Thursday meeting or invite them to a 3-way call with your upline. Okay? Use your upline. Use the 3-way calls if you can. Now, let's go back to some of the tools. Do y'all want to know about the tools quickly? I'll show y'all anyway. Okay, so I just need to reshare my screen again with, where are we here? Okay. All right, so an amazing tool is called canva.com. Now, this is for someone who's serious about using social media for their business growth. Okay? Not everyone's going to have the time to do this. And that's the reason why I spoke to you all about content banking so that you can rather share directly from your phone. And I'll show you where you can also map your content. Maybe like on a Sunday night where I'll do 1 or 2 hours of content mapping. A lot of the time, the posts that you see on my social media, I haven't done those posts in real time. I've scheduled them to go out at a certain time, but it looks like real time. Okay. Here's another thing I want to talk to you about is do not get caught up in the likes and the follows. Okay. Don't get caught up in vanity metrics. This is about you and your connection with people. You don't have to be an influencer. Do you know, I'm going to show you, there's a way to check your insights, not just your posts. And I can tell you this, there can be people watching your posts every single day religiously and never reacting with them. However, the seed has been planted, and when you go to the background to check your insights, you can see how well they posted. And it's not going to tell you about the vanity metrics. It's going to show you the highs and lows in your content. So don't get caught up in vanity metrics. Just remember, you're planting a seed. No one may like the post. That doesn't mean they didn't see the post. But this is the thing. You got to create curiosity and educate. And eventually when they're ready, they'll come to you. There'll be just that one post that will catch them after 6 months, after 3 months, after a year. All the people I've brought on have been from social media. People I don't know. So it's possible. So this is it's a free app and a paid app. Obviously, I do social media, so I'm paid. Canva.com. This is for businesses outside of LifeWave as well. It's a really amazing tool. It does a lot of things for you. I'll just open an Instagram post here to show you. Let's just say, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because this is advanced, but let's just say that Christmas is coming up, okay? And you want to post a Merry Christmas post. There's thousands of templates on here. Thousands, okay? And there's a lot of free ones as well. You'll just do that. You'll change the little details from Alandra Coleman at the bottom there. You post it to your social media, okay? So Canva is an amazing tool. I wouldn't say you necessarily need it for your LifeWave business, but it is amazing because as you guys can see here, I create the presentations on here. I've created the flyers on here, the YouTube cover thumbnails, and a lot more. Okay. Now, I unfortunately cannot take you into my insights because I have to protect client data. But if you're on Facebook, okay, okay. So if you're on Facebook, there is a scheduling app on Facebook itself. It's called the Meta Business Suite, okay? And this, you can schedule posts directly. What I can do is for those people who are serious about getting their stuff out on social media, I can do something more in-depth with you at a different stage. For insights, I was saying to you, don't worry too much about vanity metrics. You're going to use your platforms for your analytics to see which content is working for you and which content is not. Try to post as many reels and videos as you can with stills in between, okay? If you're going to share testimonials, try to share testimonials as posts that don't have faces in. If they do have faces in, share it as a story. A story only lasts 24 hours, and people who are not currently in your network or connected to you, you have more chances of people outside of your network seeing you through stories, okay? So stories are really important, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook. Try to post stories. This is the other thing I want to share with you. Original content will always win the day. If you are only going to share content and never post anything of your own, the algorithm is not seeing you. It must be original content, okay? Because the post that you're sharing, the likes, comments, and engagement is going to that source, not to you. Also, watch the LifeWave SPDs. See what they're doing. Try to model what they're doing. Use them as inspiration. Please don't necessarily use me as inspiration. I'm very busy and I only really post when I can. But I'm doing it for clients, so they are being seen. So, but watch Renita and them, see what they're doing. You know, try and be innovative. Post those sort of things. And right, yes, talking about Christmas, everyone. I wanted to share this with you, and Fred actually brought it up to me again. With this Christmas season here, besides Black Friday, which I think is going to be an amazing opportunity for us to increase business, I remember on Mother's Day, I gave my mom patches. I bought her X39. On my aunt's birthday, I bought her X39. It's now Christmas. I will most likely buy patches for my granny. So if you can get it in the mindset of people that LifeWave is an amazing gift for anyone who obviously needs the product, then LifeWave is an amazing gift. You know, even if I bought one X39 or whatever, I can make little parcels of, you know, now obviously I want to do this strategically. I don't just want to give my patches away. They're very expensive. But let's just say you got someone who may be on the fence about buying. Give them, make it a Christmas thing. That might just be the thing that's going to change their mind. So amazing for that. And then, yeah. So the last thing I wanted to talk about, I'm coming to a close now, is, so how do we boost the algorithms? Remember, it's important to follow LifeWave corporates, but you are following them because you are educating yourself so that you can educate other people. If you share content from LifeWave corporate, the possibility is that they will go and buy directly from corporate and not from you. Okay? Same with anybody else's content. If you share stuff from me or Anita, there's a higher chance those people will come back and sign up with us than with you. This is why your original content is so very important. Okay? I just wanted to make that like really clear. That does not mean we cannot support each other and help each other to grow. Because I can't do what Oliver does. I can't do what Nancy does, or Kathy, or Nikki, or Charmaine. Your content is going to be unique to mine. And so what I'm going to do is, to boost the algorithm, I'm going to go to, let's say, Kathy's post. I'm going to like it, and I'm engage with it by commenting about my own experience. Now, I'm not going to make myself shine above her post, but I'm going to say, I totally agree, Kathy. This is such an amazing product that has changed my life. I'm helping Kathy to strengthen her algorithm for other people to see. And I don't necessarily have to share it, but if it's uniquely different to what I do, I'm going to share it. And I'm going to share it with a little piece of messaging there. My friend Kathy, da-da-da-da-da. Okay? So we can help each other boost algorithms. You are helping each partner's post that you share, like, and engage with. You are helping them. So try to make friends with team members. I know I'm friends with a lot of team members already. Teamwork makes the dream work. We can help each other grow. I try as best as possible where I see LifeWave in my feed to go comment and help people push their algorithms. So that's just a nice thing to do in the gift of giving and the festive season and all of that. So here's a little bit of homework, if you like and you're serious, because this is where you start. You got to start by optimizing your profile, okay? That means a nice clear picture of you, something in the cover that says something about you and patches. Now, the cover doesn't need to have any text. Maybe it's you with just a patch on, okay? Something like that. But go and optimize your profile so that people can start getting used to the fact that you're associated with LifeWave. And then try and post your first piece of value-driven content. Whatever you can think of that you think will add value to other people, post that. It doesn't matter what you think will add value to people. Just don't worry about perfection. Go ahead, test it, do your first post. If you really, really can't get through the subconscious patterning of being seen, then WhatsApp me. Let's get down to the basics. Now, I can't do it for everyone, so I can't promise I'm going to offer that to everyone. But if you're really, really struggling, let's see why you don't want to be seen. Okay, because I want to remind you about this. Okay, let's just talk about this quickly. I know I want time for questions. We're going to run over it a little bit. Google already has your digital footprint. the largest entity in the world. Every app or everything that you're on, if you haven't stopped the tracking, they are picking you up. You get a bank loan through AI. How do you think they receive data through that AI? Okay. So if you're afraid of being seen on social media, there's certain things that I can highlight to you to help you find what's holding you back from social media. And, okay, engage with your people. Engage with 3 to 5 people. Try to do it daily. I try to do it daily. I try to message at least 3 to 5 people on Messenger. And I'm not even selling LifeWave. I'm just, hey, we haven't chatted in a while. How are you doing? Or what is it that you actually do in your business? Or I saw it was your son's birthday last week. Congratulations. And I'll talk about their son. So you're watching people's content, you're engaging, you're building a relationship. And the more you build that relationship, the more they're going to see you. Remember, we're training the algorithms. And you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. We got to get out of our comfort zones. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Success is not luck. It's about showing up consistently every single day. What does Oliver always say? It's in the show. So now I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I hope that you all enjoyed that. And I will open the chat and see if anyone has any questions.
That was amazing, Alandra. Unreal value. I was sitting here learning stuff the whole time. Guys, anyone has questions, please feel free to ask Alandra.
That was just the tip of the iceberg too, guys. There's so much social media. But I hope you got some value. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, I already asked several questions in the chat. I don't know if you can answer those. But
Can the Black Friday deals?
congratulations. Awesome presentation.
Oh, thank you. I'm looking at your messages now. Can the Black Friday deals be part of the upgrades? We won't know about the exact Black Friday deals, according to Dr. Stacy, until we get the email from LifeWave. What they did say to us is we can start to create some hype around Black Friday, but we personally will not know what the actual deals are for each region until we get, you know, the actual email. So I haven't driven too hard on that. I've just put one post out to get people's curiosity that Black Friday deals may be the option for them to get involved at LifeWave. So we have to wait for that email. Well, our Black Friday for distributor Dimitri, I'm not sure yet. We have to wait for that email. What else? Am I missing anything, Nancy, that you asked? I'm just seeing, yeah.
Ask if you could share that post. I didn't copy it, but it's in my questions.
Okay.
I think I sent it. Let me see. Maybe I wrote it and I didn't send it. Yeah, it says, can you share the teamwork makes the dream work?
Okay.
Yeah. In
Okay.
your, I have you among my contacts. So
Sure.
if you share that, then I can reinforce.
Sure.
I think it's a great graphic,
Okay.
that one.
Okay, I'll share that with you, Nancy. I made a, and I love chatting with you. See, Nancy and I also chat on Messenger from time to time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Anybody would think we've met. I mean, we've met through this, and with the rest of you is the same. And it is such a pleasure to be in touch with all of you. I really feel blessed, and this all this workshop is fantastic. I know nothing. Well, I know just a little bit about media, and I will not be so reluctant about using it.
Yes.
I visit maybe every 2 weeks, so but I like to learn, so you'll see me more often.
Sure. The most important thing, guys, is just be yourself. But be mindful how you train your algorithms, how you're feeding them, what you're looking at, what you're engaging in. And remember, that's what people are doing as well to find you. That's really important. And of course, helping each other out with those algorithms, really important. We will share the recording. And I'll share one or two of the slides with you guys regarding like the content pillars and stuff. Will it help you guys if I do that?
Yes. Yes.
Share the slides. Okay.
Alandra, thank you for amazing presentation. And can we perhaps do another one? I'm very interested in this subject and to learn more. And even though I'll go over it again and I made notes and you'll share the slides, I think reinforcement is needed maybe for many of us. I don't know if it's just me, but thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Estelle. Let's see what we can do. Let's see across the board how I'll have a little think and see how we can reinforce that, or if we need to go through it again and then reinforce it. Go do a little bit of homework. Let's see how everybody's doing. And then, yeah, we can take it from there. Absolutely. Yeah. So, was there anything else? No. So I'm going to see everybody on social media. I'm going to like, I'm going to engage, I'm going to comment. I'm going to help you push your algorithms. I love it. Oliver, was there anything you'd like to close with?
No, I think everyone should definitely take the time to watch the recording of this. I myself have made a note to put that in my calendar. It was really, really valuable. For me, the part that stood out the most is, a lot of people don't realize how powerful you can leverage your own unique gift. So like Alandra said, everyone's different. There's not another Alandra, there's not another Oliver, there's not another Liesel, there's not another Peter, etc., etc. Everyone has their own superpower, and you got to find out what that is. And the way, what resonated for me the most, Alandra, was how you spoke about sharing your lifestyle. And that's an indirect way of building your business, because people always ask me, oh, how are you traveling? Or how are you doing this? Or how did you drive in that car? Or how did you see that place, etc. So make sure you're sharing, your lifestyle on social media, especially when you get to be doing amazing things that inspire you. Share that, because my passion is travel. So I absolutely love traveling, and I share that, and then I attract my tribe, which are people that also want to travel and have a lifestyle like that. And then I say, oh, well, how do you get that lifestyle? And I say, LifeWave. You guys see? So what is it that you love doing? And promote and share that, because then you're going to attract the right people. I call it like your tribe, So yeah, Alandra, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad it was useful. And I think
Thank you.
our time is up.
And just so you guys know, we will have a webinar again on Thursday at 8 o'clock. So please make sure you let people know.
I'll be presenting on it. If Renita doesn't present, I'll be doing this week Thursday.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Alandra. So guys, let's
Thanks, Alandra.
that and have an awesome evening, everyone. Thanks, Alandra. Beautiful.
Thank you, Alandra.
Everyone.
Thanks,
you.
Alandra. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.